What's up everybody, I'm Seth Fowler and today I'm reviewing the brand new Nike Odyssey React. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't yet and want to see more reviews just like this one. Also make sure to give me a follow on Instagram and on Twitter at @RealSethFowler. But with all that out of the way, let's get into it. A few months ago, Nike introduced their newest running sneaker, the Nike Epic React. This $150 shoe features a Flyknit Upper and a full React midsole and outsole. So far, the Nike Epic React has been a hit. A lot of people really love the sneaker. The React cushioning feels great. In some cases, I might even prefer it to Boost. Not every case, but some cases. And although the sneaker is definitely tailored towards runners, it's definitely become a lifestyle success as well. But for some people, the $150 price tag is a little bit prohibitive, so Nike decided to release a more budget-friendly version of the shoe, the $120 Nike Odyssey React. In order to come in at the $30 cheaper price point, Nike had to reduce some costs on the Odyssey React, which means the Odyssey React has a few less premium touches, but it still has that full React midsole. So is the $120 Odyssey React worth it? Let's find out. Jumping right into the sneaker, one of the biggest differences between the Odyssey React and the Epic React is the omission of the Flyknit Upper. Instead of the more expensive Flyknit, Nike opted for a mesh upper. On this pair of the Odyssey React, it comes in a bright red with some black speckles around the bottom of the upper. The material is soft and flexible, as you would expect from a mesh. However, unlike the Flyknit, it's not really stretchy at all, and it's a lot thicker. Because of that, the upper definitely feels tighter on your foot, and it's a lot less breathable. The one upside, though, is that the mesh might actually be more durable than the Flyknit. There are perforations around the toe area for some added breathability, but honestly, they don't make that much of a difference. Moving up the shoe, you've got these flat red laces that weave through the fuse overlay around the eyelets. Underneath the laces, you've got this stretchy red neoprene tongue. At first, I thought the tongue was separate, but it's actually only separate from the sides of the mesh. Underneath the mesh, you've got this whole separate layer that sort of forms a booty around your foot, and I think that's another reason why it's a really warm shoe. The one thing I'm glad of, though, is that the neoprene only extends from the top of the tongue to where the tongue ends, and then after the neoprene in the toe area, the booty turns more into a mesh. Moving inside the shoe, you've got this pretty plush black sock liner. If you really like padding around your ankle, this might be a better option than the Nike Epic React, which is just pure Flyknit against your ankle. There isn't really any padding to speak of. And then the insole of the sneaker comes in Nike orange with a black Nike swoosh on the heel. As for fit, the Nike Odyssey React does seem to fit slightly small. I went true to size, and it's not bad, but it definitely feels tighter than the Nike Epic React. If you don't like a really snug fit or you don't have narrowish feet, then I would definitely suggest going up half a size. But as I always suggest, if you have a chance to try the shoe on first before you buy it, make sure to do that to make sure the sizing is right for you. Continuing back on the sneaker, you've got this white TPU Nike swoosh, and then moving farther back towards the heel, the red mesh changes into a more tightly knit black mesh. This material has more of a canvas feel to it. The heel counter of the shoe is relatively stiff and comes in the semi-gloss black. On the medial side, you also have this sort of oversized Nike branding in gloss black. Moving to the back of the shoe, you've got a black pull tab with a 3M hit and the Odyssey React branding. Moving down the sneaker, you get to the extremely comfortable React midsole. Even though there does seem to be some slight differences in shape and construction of the Odyssey React's midsole and the Nike Epic React's midsole, they do generally feel pretty similar on foot. In fact, honestly, I didn't even really notice a difference. I guess the one big visual difference is that on the medial side, instead of this plastic piece just extending as a straight line like it did on the Epic React, on the Odyssey React, it sort of creates this triangle shape. I would assume that's there just for a little bit of extra added stability, but who knows. Finally, moving to the bottom of the sneaker, you do find a couple differences between the Odyssey and the Epic. A lot of people found the Epic React's outsole to not really be durable whatsoever, and if you look at it, that's because there's only rubber pieces on the heel and on the toe of the shoe. So a majority of the outsole is just exposed React, and being a soft foam, that means it's going to wear down pretty quickly. But it looks like this time around on the Odyssey React, they have made a couple changes by adding a couple extra rubber pieces on the forefoot. Hopefully that'll make the outsole a little bit more durable over time, and honestly, it doesn't feel any different underfoot. Overall, the Nike Odyssey React is definitely a solid little brother to the Epic React. The main selling point of the Epic React was the React cushion, and the good thing is that they didn't change it up for the Odyssey React. Yes, the materials they use on the upper aren't as nice, and it really isn't as good looking of a shoe as the Epic React, but overall, it's not bad. And for 120 bucks, if you're looking to try React, this is a good way to go. Now that we've got the review out of the way, let's put these guys on feet and see how they look. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the Nike Odyssey React and whether you'd like to grab a pair for yourself. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you all in the next one.